Hmm? Oh, it's you. Come in. I was just drawing my star map, which I do every night. Yes, that is correct. I wanted you to come here, and that's why I entered your little dream. I hope I didn't interrupt anything important. It didn't seem to be interesting, but... No? That's good to hear. I never like interrupting my peeps' best dreams. Feel free to sit down, or lay down on the couch. I've got a few blankets if you feel a bit cold. It's a chilly night. There, get comfortable. Now, you wonder what's going on, how serious the situation may be when I come to you in your dream in the middle of the night, right? Well, the answer is nothing. I was just looking for your company, my dear champion. It gets a bit lonely out there, too lonely at times. I do like it when it's so quiet and when I can see the stars. It reminds me of the old days, back before the slumber. But I do like to share my thoughts and my feelings with someone, at least from time to time. And who understands me better and is closer to me than you? Do not worry, you'll be as rested and energized in the morning as ever. Now, where do I start? There I am, wondering about the words to say after I literally entered your dream to wake you up and had you come over here. Anyway, aren't the stars beautiful this night? On the chilly night such as this one, with no clouds in the sky, they shine with so much power. The atmosphere is so clear. The lights from people's houses aren't there to disrupt it at all. Did you know that all these stars are just like the sun you see every day? They are just so far away. These tiny bits of light we see are all that reaches us. I've mentioned this before. Well, just know that they aren't the same stars you see when I cast some of my spells. My magic only draws a fraction of their power. If you ever wanted to travel to them, be aware that light from them takes millions of years to beat the distance between them and you. The lights you see in the sky are the lights of the past, too. The more distant the stars, the more distant past the light comes from. Some of the stars you see in the sky may not even exist now. The star map I draw takes so long to be drawn only because I have to check every single star's existence by linking myself to it. And some stars only appear during certain nights. It's a complicated work, but one that I'm used to. Stars are my main focus most of the time. But there are so many different things to see. I think I may as well talk a bit about them. First of all, there's something that you could say is a fog in space, nebula. It's quite difficult to see it from here, but you have seen a few pictures of them already. I need to work with some contrast and lights to make a nebula visible with the naked eye, but it's worth it. You know, if you actually traveled to a nebula, you'd never realize you were in one without some experience in navigation. Why, you may ask? Well, the fog of space is spread across many, many millions of miles. It's as if you placed a lamp every mile and made them form a certain shape. Anyone on Earth can see one lamp at a time at most and cannot see the shape. But if they manage to get high up, making some distance from the lamps, they will be able to see everything, the whole picture. It's not very accurate, but it gives you the idea, right? To sum up, nebula is beautiful from a massive distance, but up close, The dust forming it is spread too thin to be visible. Movies? Ah, yes. Sci-fi nebulas are quite an interesting concept. I'm not aware of such dense clouds existing in reality, though. Gravity would make them eventually form a celestial body of sorts, or they'd be taken by nearby planets and stars. I'm positive that an artificial nebula like that would be possible to make. I even have an idea or two in mind, but that I'll leave for another day. Nebulas are my favorite, just behind the stars. That does explain why so many pieces of my equipment draw power from nebulas, doesn't it? Every single piece and tool I make, all names for them. It is all for a specific reason. Now, let's move on to another beautiful event in space I love. It's extremely powerful and dangerous, but it's a wonderful feast for my eyes. Have you ever heard of supernovas? Very well. I'll tell you a bit about them. Basically, even stars that lend me power have their lifespans. And depending on their size, their death comes in a different way and shape. Boy, I wish I knew the exact sizes, but... Well, stars like our sun there turn into a simple red giant when their life comes to an end. They consume everything within their vicinity and remain huge for some billions of years. And then they lose their power. All there is left is a white dwarf, as far as I know. Small and medium-sized stars end up that way. Luckily, new ones are born as often as the old ones pass away. The big stars are a completely different story, though. They refuse to go out quietly. The way their little sisters and brothers go, they want to go out with a bang. Large stars explode, throwing enormous amounts of energy out into space. It's incredibly dangerous, mind you, as any planets in the way of the waves will be purged from any life that could exist on their surface. I'm positive some civilizations have sufficient tech to protect themselves from that, but not everyone has become this advanced. I hope our kingdom's dome shield could withstand such a wave. Anyway, these stars glow trillion times more brightly than usual. Their power and light often makes the glow of entire galaxies pale in comparison. They are a beautiful cascade of colors to watch, and you can observe it safely from the side, which means to observe a supernova, you don't need to be in direct waves way. There's one sad thing about it, though. When you see a supernova, it's very likely, especially in the case of more distant stars, that they are already dead. These stars may be long gone, or have become black holes. Yes, a star that is going through a supernova stage may become a black hole. A cosmic vacuum cleaner, so to say. These are terrifying, as the only thing you can do when seeing them is to run away. And you cannot even see them with the naked eye because they consume all the light. You can only calculate their placement based on what stuff around them looks like. But I will not be dwelling too deep on that subject. They are basically objects that were too heavy for the universe. Not the usual too heavy. They have so much mass concentrated in such a small spot that their gravity becomes strong enough for the light to be unable to escape. Since the light is unable to escape and there's just black, they are named black holes. Sadly, these are the events that will remain the longest in the universe, probably. Unless someone intervenes, the universe will eventually become just that. Black holes. and then they will fall apart as well, eventually. Such is the way of the universe. Everything has its end. Phew. That was a bit dark, wasn't it? My apologies. I do allow myself for much more with my champion than with most of my people. And since you are my champion, I hope that you are willing to listen to your pretty Lunar Princess standing there. You are. I'm glad I can rely on you. That is why I cherish your presence here so much. Let me get back to the topic at hand. Oh, where was I? The events of universe. There are so many more to be discussed. Magnetars, pulsars, neutron stars. The last one mentioned is one of the celestial bodies that is very close to becoming a black hole. But it's not quite there, if you know what I mean. Its gravity is not exactly enough to stop the light from escaping, but it's still tremendous. Imagine wielding that kind of power. Luckily, I believe there are very few beings that have anything comparable at their fingertips, and no one has found a way to tame the natural monsters. Universe is truly powerful. I wonder how vast and strong must be the one who has created it, and how much time they spent to create it all. To ensure the properties of minerals, gases are just perfect. Oh, boy. Can you imagine figuring out the proper distance, size, and speed of all these planets? Figuring out what their mass and all of their variables just to ensure that they can remain on their orbit nearly forever. Just what kind of might and knowledge that someone must have had. In fact, they might be watching us now, talking. If that's the case, they might laugh at us. Simple beings that understand next to nothing in comparison. And we may only crave that kind of knowledge. Anyway, have you ever wondered about the progress on the star map and the reason for which I'm drawing it? Yes? Well, I think it's time I did some explaining. Just don't fall asleep in the process. Star map is necessary for massive astral spells that require long channeling. Certain stars show up at certain times on the sky and support different spells with different purpose, after all. For example, the special spell that opens up Vision's Rifts is supported when two biggest stars of the north appear on the sky. It increases their range, their size. It improves their invisibility. What are Vision Rifts, you may ask? Well, they are kinda like cameras, just hidden from the eyes of the average mortal. Sometimes I use them to have an insight into places that bring my attention and cause me to be concerned for Lunar Kingdom's safety. Usually these are places in which monsters grow, or asleep constructs that may potentially begin to wake up. Vision Rifts supply me with an early warning I need. Warnings that we all need. Now, back to stars. Some improve the strength of my defensive spells, like shields. Others facilitate restoring our dome shield. I do not particularly like relying on those for short-term spells that you cast and are done within 10 seconds. They are nice for giving me a boost when I'm about to use certain spells, but it's good to treat it as if they weren't there and have a plan B. Long-term astral spells with large magic costs and long time of channeling are what likes being timed with a certain placement of stars. That way, you can save up to 40% of magic you'd spend on that spell. Isn't that wonderful? I'm positive you can see how important the stars can be for an astral magic user, right? Even some of my advisors don't realize how powerful our bond with the cosmos and stars is. Luckily, I'm there to be in charge of everything, and I hope to stay around for at least a few centuries, but that is quite a distant future. I outlived a few generations, yet a period of 100 years is a huge amount of time for me. When I was younger, I thought these years would pass faster, and I'm very happy they don't. I get so much time to train spells, draw star map, and take care of my people, and to study dreams and hypnosis. Speaking of which, are you up for a little session with me? It'd be a great way to repay you for coming here in the middle of the night, and I'd ensure you'd get a wonderful dream. And then again, I ensure that each night. Well, yes, that's wonderful. Get yourself comfortable, then close your eyes. Yes, go ahead. If you need an additional blanket, just let me know, so you aren't cold. There. Now, all you really need to do is relax. Let go of all the tension in your body and listen. Focus on my voice, but don't strain yourself while doing it. Just let it flow. Okay. Now take a slow, deep breath in. Now exhale. That's right. Inhale. Slowly and deeply. Exhale. Just keep that up. Breathing slowly and deeply, but not to the limit of your lungs. Feel how each breath removes a bit of stress gathered in your body. Each exhale makes your body feel a bit warmer. You may feel it, or you may not yet. It does not matter, as long as you are listening and relaxing, and following my voice. We've only begun, and you may already be experiencing at least slight relaxation setting in. It's perfectly fine. Just keep breathing in and out as you listen to Lunar Princess's voice. You are perfectly safe to let go of everything here. All stress, all worries you could ever have. It's all unnecessary. You can just let them be pushed out of your body with each exhale. See? Isn't that much better? Listening to my words and my voice. To that soft, motherly, calming voice of someone who cares about you and who truly loves you. Let your mind start to clear as you inhale and exhale. The more breaths you take, the more relaxed you become. You may completely let your guard down, and you may just keep on relaxing, my child, because I'm there to keep you safe. Each and every word you hear is a bit like a little star that fuses with other stars, forming bigger and bigger balls of light, balls of warmth. The stars above have closed their eyes just for you to have a private session with me. Picture yourself floating in deep space. Don't worry, all the spells are there to keep you perfectly safe. Take in all the view, where you might be. Is it perhaps somewhere near a number of planets? Are you letting yourself become just a little bit warmer near one of the stars? Are you admiring the shine of the pulsars as they release energy into space? Are you admiring the distortions of a nearby black hole? Whichever it is, you are safe and secure. You can focus on the beauty of the events that unfold in front of your mind's eye. It might be just a bit tiring, since there's so much light, or lack of it, but you may just allow yourself to watch them for a bit longer. As long as you listen to your princess's voice, there's nothing to be afraid of. And your Lumi will ensure there will be nothing to be afraid of, even when she's not around. Just keep listening. Keep admiring. The stars in the distance may sometimes twinkle and sparkle, winking. They all approve of you. You are accepted by the universe itself. Never let anyone convince you otherwise, because you are loved. You are the child of the universe, just like you are my sweet little child that I love so much and cherish. Can you feel all your muscles relaxing? If not yet, fear not, for everyone's experience is different. You have your own pace that you follow, and there is nothing wrong with that. Breathe in and out. Let all the stress, all the tension leave your increasingly tired mind. It is not the kind of tired that you experience after a long day of work, however. Instead, it is the kind of tired that you experience when resting in the bed as you prepare yourself to go to sleep. It is called being sleepy, and you are sleepy, my child. The longer you listen, the longer you admire the lovely stars and the event of your choice, the more sleepy you become. You are loved, my child. You are loved and cared for. Lunar Princess is there and believes that no matter what, you will overcome any hurdles of the coming day. And she will be a part of you overcoming these hurdles because she loves you so much. There is no stronger bond than one between you and me, my champion. Truly astonishing, unbreakable bond. Such is the reason for which you remain comfortable and warm, listening to me and gradually sinking further and further down into the ocean of stars. They all shimmer and sparkle. They all wish to say good night. Their light is there for you, so you aren't left in complete darkness. After all, my child always loves some light before sleep. Aren't I correct? There is no need to answer. Allow me to guide you deeper and deeper and deeper. All the sounds of the surroundings grow distant as the tension in your muscles is almost completely replaced by relaxation. Your body becomes loose and limp, numb and warm, as if you were melting with the furniture. The most lovely feeling as your mind's thoughts slowly disperse. Let my words become your thoughts as they enter your mind and caress it. Isn't it peaceful? Isn't it lovely to just be there with your princess? You deserve it. You deserve to feel this peaceful. Let your mind just relax even deeper and further down. You are so sleepy, so tired. Even if you wanted to open your eyes, you wouldn't be able to open them. But there is no need to open them when you seek to go to sleep, my child. You are so warm, so safe, so secure. No one in the universe could be more prepared for sleep than you. My voice is like a lullaby for your sleepy mind, for your body enveloped in a warm blanket. You are so drowsy, so sleepy. The sounds of the surroundings matter little now, and you are nearing the deep sleep. It will be a slow, calm descent from 10 to 1, and each number will bring you closer to sleep you crave so much, to lovely dreams that you seek. The moment you hear me say 1 is the moment you will fall into a deep, tranquil slumber. You will sleep peacefully through the night, undisturbed completely, and with dreams that you always hoped to have. And once you wake up in the morning, you will be refreshed and energized, ready to take on all the challenges. You'll be confident in your abilities, certain in what you do, and will not let the stress overpower you. Let us begin. 10. The stars shimmer and sparkle above you. Each is saying good night. 9. They lend some of their power just for your sleep to be even better. 8. My sweet child is becoming more and more sleepy, more and more drowsy. 7. You are loved, you are safe, you are secure. I guard your mind and protect you. 6. Closer and closer. Each breath you take brings you even closer to falling into a deep, peaceful sleep. 5. Halfway there. You are so relaxed and so sleepy. 4. Doing so well, my child. Everything becomes distant and quiet as you drift off. 3. Your mind is calm and devoid of all worries and concerns. They are irrelevant right now. 2. Almost there. sleep. Sleep that will allow you to wake up refreshed and happy. And you know you can always have another session with me whenever you wish. Because your princess wants to make you feel as happy as possible. 1. Sleep, my child. Sleep. It was such a long, tiring day. I wish you good night. May your dreams be stars.